Today, class, we are going to review some of the phonograms from last week and also the ones that we learned earlier today. So I'll tell you the sound, you'll say the sounds, tell your pencil how to move as you write it, and then say the sounds again. And then you'll tell me what to write so you can check your work. The first phonogram we're going to write is S, Z. What are we going to write? Good. S, Z. And it's a clock stroke letter, so where's the starting spot? Good. Over a space just below the dotted line, touch 2 on the clock. All right, write your S, Z, and tell your pencil how to move while you write it. All right, so our S, Z starts over a space just below the dotted line, touch 2 on the clock. Curve up, touch the dotted line, curve down, touch 10, curve across to 4, curve backwards, touch the baseline, touch 8, and lift. S, Z. Now, if you didn't have this for S, Z, I want you to pause the video and write your S, Z 3 more times. All right, the next phonogram is Y, it, I, E. What are you going to write? Good. Y, it, I, E. All right, find your starting spot. And tell your pencil how to move as you write it. All right, so our Y, it, I, E is a short line letter. It starts at the dotted line. Pull a straight line down. Touch the baseline, curve up to the dotted line. Pull a straight line down, go below the baseline. We're going to touch 4 on the clock, curve back towards the margin to 8. Y, it, I, E. So if you didn't have this for your Y, it, I, E, pause the video and write it 3 more times. Make sure you're always saying the sounds before and after you write the phonogram. All right, the next one is D. Remember to tell your pencil talk to your pencil and tell it how to move when you're writing. All right, D is a clock letter. You can see D. Well, it's round, so we know it's going to be a clock letter. So I'm going to start over a space just below the dotted line, touch 2 on the clock. Go around the clock, straight up to the top baseline, and straight down to the baseline, D. So if you didn't write yours like this with the correct starting spot, or if you had some other kind of mistake, go ahead and pause the video and write it 3 more times, talking through it while you write it. All right, the next phonogram is G, J. What are you going to write? Good. G, J. Find your starting spot and tell your pencil how to move. All right, G, J is a clock letter. So we start, say it with me, over a space just below the dotted line, touch 2 on the clock. Go around the clock, straight down below the baseline. We're going to touch 4, then curve back towards the margin to 8 and lift. G, J. All right, and next is Z. So find your starting spot and tell your pencil how to move. Z is a dash stroke letter, and where is its starting spot? Good, at the dotted line and close to the last letter. Right, so we make a dash stroke, then a backward slant, and another dash stroke. Okay, so if you didn't have that for Z, cross it out and write it 3 more times. All right, next we're going to we're going to practice our B from earlier today. So remember that's a short line letter, or sorry, it's a tall line letter, so it starts at the top baseline. What are you going to write? Good, B. All right, talk through it with me. Pull a straight line down to the baseline, retrace to just below the dotted line, curve up, touch the dotted line, curve down, touch 2, touch 4, touch the baseline, touch 8, and lift. What did you just write, class? Good, B. All right. Now we'll do K. So they're all tall line letters, so they're all going to start at the top baseline. So what are you going to write? Good, K. All right, start at the top baseline, pull a straight line down to the baseline and lift. Then go a clock space out on the dotted line, pull a slant stroke in to touch the line stroke, and push a slant stroke out to touch the baseline. What did you just write? Good, K. All right, now we'll do our H. So it's going to start at the top baseline. All right, tell your pencil how to move. Pull a straight line down to the baseline, retrace to just below the dotted line, curve up, touch the dotted line, curve down, touch 2, and pull a straight line down to the baseline and lift. Class, what did you just write? Good. All right, now we'll do a K. All right, so far we wrote our B, and then a K. And then what was the last thing we just wrote? Good. Okay, so make sure yours look like mine. All right, we'll do a few more of each of those now. So we'll start with B. All right, find your starting spot and tell your pencil how to move as you write it. All right, class, what did you just write? Good, B. All right, we'll do another one. So another B, find your starting spot. Pull a straight line down to the baseline, retrace to just below the dotted line, curve up, touch the dotted line, curve down, touch 2, touch 4, touch the baseline, touch 8. What did you just write? Good, B. All right, now we'll do K. Right, so find your starting spot. Where is it? Good, at the top baseline. Pull a straight line down to the baseline and pick up your pencil. Go a clock space away on the dotted line and pull a slant stroke in to touch the line stroke and push a slant stroke out to touch the baseline. What did you write? Good, K. All right, we'll do one more. K. Find your starting spot and talk to your pencil as you write it. All right, class, what did you just write? Good, K. Okay, now we'll do another H. Okay, where's the starting spot for H? Good, it's at the top baseline. All right, pull a straight line down to the baseline, retrace up to just below the dotted line, curve up, touch the dotted line, curve down, touch 2, pull a straight line down to the baseline, and lift. What did you just write? Good. All right, and one more time. This time I'll let you talk through it all by yourself, but make sure you're talking to your pencil. And what did you just write, class? Good. All right, nice work today in this lesson. We've got a couple more.